Good morning. It's turned out, it hasn't turned out anything yet, guys. It's about 6 AM, I think, here, 5 in the UK. I've been laid in bed awake for about 2 hours. So I thought I'd come down and might as well sit in the lounge and cough and splutter, hadn't I? Now, I know you're going to tell me off for making a video, but I've got to take my medication and I've got to make a cuppa. You know what I mean? I'm going to have a coffee, right? So it's not, I would be stood here anyway. All right, so that's my defence. So I woke up this morning, I'm trying to reply to every comment. You guys are amazing, do you know that? You've left some lovely comments. A lot of new names that I don't usually see, you know, a lot of lurkers and that, I guess. But yeah, it's nice anyway, thanks. So, I'm not gonna do a shout outs video and a morning briefing. I'm just gonna do a morning briefing and include any shout outs in this, if that's okay with you. I haven't let Remy in yet. I've literally just come down. I just want to get these meds in me. This is going to be a long video, right? And if you're new around these parts, you probably won't enjoy it, so you might as well log off now. That's to bring stuff up off your chest. Antibiotics. I think that we will be doing Saturday night streaming tomorrow. I don't think it would be wise, even if I felt a little bit better tomorrow, and I'm not sure I'm going to. Now listen, I'm going to make a coffee. Now it's a very loud machine. But I think that's because it's right underneath the phone. While I do that, you just occupy yourself a second while I let my dog in. He sleeps outside because I live in Spain, but it's starting to get towards winter now, so he'll soon start saying near on the night. Morning. Hello. Hello. What are you doing that? He's come straight inside, gone to his little bed out there, and picked up his bone. He's got like a marrow bone from the butcher's. Hello. I wish you could see him. He looks really happy with himself. I'm not even joking. I know dogs don't technically smile, but it looks like he's smiling. It looks like he's come in like all happy and I'm in. He's up. I'll get my bone. Can you hear him? Bless him. I don't even know how to turn the machine off. I know how to press one button. Right. Okay, now. I'm going to ask my friend to go and get the Spanish football dailies for us today, okay? I could jump on the scooter and go to the garage, but I think I should probably take it a little bit easy. which is very difficult for me. It is. And what I mean by that is, when I sit at home just doing nothing, you know, like sat on the settee on the sofa, stuff comes into my head all the time to do with Liverpool, and I'm like, I need to go speak to everyone. I don't think I'll be doing that today because I think I'll annoy you too much with the coughing and spluttering. Plus, I know everyone will be telling me off in the comment section. I'm just not one of those people that can lay in bed, even when I'm well. Just can't do it. Do you remember me telling you a few weeks ago that I've got a thing for Rebecca Loos these days? It's true. She's liked one of my comments. My comment, I put, "You look great as usual." She's liked my comment. She looks alright, like, you know, I'm just saying. Right. Random, I know, but it just flashed up on my phone. Right, so I want to give a shout out to the following people for supporting me yesterday. There's a lot of ways of supporting me, you know, thumbs up in a video, dropping me a comment. The amount of comments I woke up to this morning, I will reply to every single comment. That's supporting me, you know. I'm just talking about, you know, people that, we call it buying me a coffee or a beer. It just goes in the kitty to pay the fucking bills, let's be honest. And I have been going to the cafe every day this week with the newspapers. Usually I have 2 coffees, maybe 3, then come home. But I didn't do any streams yesterday, I don't think. So there'll be no super chats. These are super thanks. These are what are under the videos. Every time I upload a video, there's like a love out under the video. And I want to thank these people. So we've got Rana Rambo. He's bought me a coffee. Get well soon, brother. YNWA and a love heart. PS, need more videos on Zubimendi and a laughing face. I quite like talking about Zubimendi. There's some people that are like, sick of hearing about him. Don't want to know about it. It's like, well, why are you watching a video with Zubimendi in the title then? Do you know what I mean? I think it still remains open, that one. I do, honestly. But yeah, thank you for that, Rana Rambo. I like that username, that's pretty cool. In fact, someone's replied to him and said, no, that's Antoango. You don't want to know anything more about Zubimendi. Colsa. Hopefully this helps towards meds and a hot drink. Mind yourself. And that's a significant contribution. It's about 10 coffees. So Colsa, I appreciate you, brother, as a channel member as well. If you see anyone with like a football next to the name in the comments of the live streams, that means they're a channel member, like supporting you like that. And I think you get a bronze one after a month, in a month, your first month, then it goes silver, then it goes gold. I should add some more really, to be honest with you. Platinum. Anyway, thank you for that, Colsa, you legend. Also, now is it Rick's 8 or Rick Sate? Rick Sate, we'll just say it fast. Rick Sate, 287, bought me a coffee, thank you, brother. John Conway as well, get well soon, don't YNWA. Rem as well, and this one says REMM, get well soon, bro. I replied to all of these. Copites of Anfield, this is the YouTube channel, Copites of Anfield. Gareth Turner, he says, my mentor and close friend, hashtag DKB, hashtag get well soon. He's a lovely kid, Gareth, I like him, thank you, brother. Red Macker as well, best to you, mate, appreciate all you do for our community. YNWA. David Coleman as well, thanks for all your efforts, get well soon. I need to be ill more often. KD5973, get yourself whatever helps you feel better done, hopefully on the mend soon. That's very nice, isn't it? Thank you, KD. Watty, my man. What blimey, don't you going backwards here? You really need to take a day off after your vids and let the meds start to work. Get some rest. And then he's put an angry face. He won't be happy when he sees this video, will he? Carl Russell. Have a voice resting day, mate. Get yourself well. We appreciate all you do. Thank you, Carl. I think I might have done these ones, but there's Alan Metcalf, Coffee, Schwad, YNWA, Darryl Kenchington. Put towards a coffee or newspapers, you know, the Spanish newspapers that I buy each day for you. Keep bringing out the amazing content and being there for all of us. You're very much appreciated. And Paul K, Carl Russell. So I think I've done all that. I think I'm up to date on those things, guys. So, what can I discuss with you now? Well, there won't be any live streams today. Because as much as I would like to sit there and talk to you, and I could manage that, you're going to hear me coughing. People are going to be coming in telling me off. So I'm going to just hide away. Now, I am getting the Spanish newspapers. Well, someone will go and get them for me. If there's anything in there to do with Trent or out like that, I'll be making a video about it. So fucking brace yourselves, right? That's the whole point. You've got me here so I can see a bit more for you. I know you can access websites of these newspapers. But they're often very different to the print version. And also, when they've got like an English version of that website, they're completely different as well. The print version is completely different. Well, not always different, but can often be different. And see, I bet I'm annoying people doing that. What can I do? I'm sorry. And then with the print editions, you often get opinion pieces, or you might get like just like a little insert, you know, into an article at the bottom, which you don't get in the online version. So you've got me here, so you know you've got some eyes and ears here for you. And then normally I go to the cafe in the morning. I'll go to the garage and get them. Then I drive to the other side of town and go to this particular cafe that I like. And then I can speak to the girls that work there, or the owner, or the workmen. It's very popular with workmen in the morning. You know, they're coming in all the luminous jackets and, you know, it's very, very busy. It always makes me laugh because I was thinking this yesterday, they'll sit there, the great big, you know, like bocadillo, baguette, right? Stuff with bacon and cheese or whatever. And I always think, he's just left home to come here to have his breakfast. Why didn't he have that at home? Would it cost a fraction of the price? But then I just thought maybe he's just trying to get away from his wife. See you at Cafe Dave, Pedro. You know what I'm saying? So I'm able to ask them questions as well. I say, I don't understand this. Sometimes you can't translate something. It doesn't come up or it doesn't make sense in the context. So, you know, I can ask people questions. I like it there. And I like to support local business. In fact, to be honest with you, I always feel really bad bringing the newspapers home just so I can show. But sometimes I've got to show you. I had to show you the one yesterday, didn't I? I'm marking with Trent on the front page. So you can see exactly the, you know, how important they're trying to make something look. But sometimes I like to leave them. When I pay my bill, I like to say to the owner, I'll leave these for the cafe. He's always really appreciative, you know what I mean? Just little things like that, innit? A workman probably can't afford to go and buy, you know, 3 football Spanish dailies every day when he's at work, you know, on top of his breakfast. So I like to do that, but I thought yesterday that the what do you call it? The front page of Marker and the it went across 2 pages on the inside, page 2 and 3. If you just saw that, like someone flash it up on TV, if you don't understand Spanish, you'd think that that was 3 pages dedicated to Trent Alexander-Arnold, because the front page is a huge picture of him. The first page in was another picture of him, significant picture. But as I explained yesterday, there was hardly any really reference to him. Do you know what I mean? Like, he's mentioned, because obviously there's pictures of him, but it looks worse than it actually is. Do you know what I mean? I mean, when I get the newspaper, I can understand a lot of Spanish. I can work out what's going on. Do you know what I mean? But then I translate it all as well. It takes fucking ages. But I like it because I feel like I'm doing, providing a service to you guys, you know what I mean? And that's how Cop Talk started back in the 1990s. There wasn't an official LFC website, and the newspapers weren't online like they are now. There was nothing. If you were an overseas fan in particular, or just even outside Liverpool, there wasn't much you could do, and that's what I did. I used to try and help people all over the world that bring them closer to Liverpool. I was the first fucker to do it, That's why I'm so old now. 50 now. Fucking, it's all gone downhill since 50, hasn't it? I was 50 on the September 13th, last month. Fucking, I've been ill since. Having a younger woman doesn't help, like. What age you left? Only from all talking. Oh, she's coming here next week. Next weekend. I'll have to be well by then. So yeah, and it's like, like we take photographs today, and I can go to the cafe, take a picture of the newspapers and put that out on X, Facebook, YouTube, whatever, for you guys, the chat room. The link is in the video description. And it's instant. When I started the website in the 90s, you took photographs and you had to go to Boots and wait hours to get them printed. And then you had to go home and put each picture face down in a scanner, close the lid and scan it into the computer, and then upload that file individually, not click and fucking upload, using FTP software to put it online, and then manually edit the HTML, the page, to embed that image, and then the index page that links it. It took fucking ages. And then me, silly bastard back then, used to buy all the newspapers, the Mirror, Times, whatever, do you know what I mean, Mail. And if there was anything to do with Liverpool, like a 2-page spread, like an interview, I had to sit there and fucking type it up. Eventually they brought out OCR, is it? This recognition software that we could pull the text out from a scanner. That was still a fucking ball, eh? I'd spend all day typing up full fucking articles. Now, you know what people like, copy paste. But I always felt like I was doing something for my audience, And I've always been like that. I've liked doing that. And I think I offer something different that other people don't. Fucking hero I am. Not sure it's getting me anywhere in life. Satisfaction though, it's good. Can you hear him eating that bone? So I'll finish this video in a minute, and then I'm gonna go and sit in the lounge and put fucking British television on. GMB or something. I haven't watched TV for fucking ages. I tell a lie. I watched something on Netflix last night. I don't class that as TV though, because it's streaming, you know what I mean. I don't watch traditional television at all. Very, very rare. I like 24 Hours in Police Custody, that's pretty cool. I tell you what I watched on Netflix. American Murder, Lacey, L-C-I, Peterson, Lacey Peterson. The disturbing disappearance and murder of Lacey Peterson in 2002 shocked the nation. Her husband, Scott Peterson, was in the frame for it. Did he do it? It's one of them kind of things. It's over 3 episodes. I actually watched 2 of them on my flight back the other day, and just got around to watching the 3rd yesterday. With me not being able to do anything, like just fucking vegetating on the sofa. But it was really good. If you like, true crime, then it's exceptionally good. It was really good. So I did enjoy that. Now, I am going to today, right? Someone's put Britain in one tweet. Ambulance station cat saved from eviction. What the fuck is that? Man, I am going to today, if I can do it, update my newsletter. And I can't explain to you how important it is for you to follow the newsletter, because if I can't make any videos today, I will do the newsletter. And what I was thinking of doing in the newsletter today was discussing the video that I made last night about someone wants to buy Liverpool Football Club. Maybe I could type it up and send it out. And then if I come on here and go, I've sent it out, you'll all go, oh, fucking hell, I wish I'd been on that news, because you can't, there's no archive. I deliberately do that for a reason, you know what I mean? Because when you send a newsletter out, it's specific to that date and time, isn't it? And it would be kind of stupid reading it a week later. So I send it out by email and that's it. Do you know what I mean? I don't keep an archive of it. Obviously, I've got to update the members' website as well. Now, this lost my train of thought. This video that I did last night. Someone wants to buy Liverpool Football Club. You might wonder, like, why would someone tell you, Chubs? And I agree. I ran what I've been informed that it's been sent to me in email, including what's supposed to be a draft from an offer, right? How it's going to work and stuff like that. I sent that to someone that I trust, and it's my go-to regarding business investments, this kind of stuff, football takeovers. I don't want to mention the person by name in this video, but I have done recently, so please don't mention that person in the comment section. And the reason that I'm saying that, because it's not a secret usually, right? Only days ago, I spoke about this person. They are a VIP member and just someone that I've met, and they're a really cool person, right? But I ran it by them yesterday, you know, and they were quite dismissive of the claims, if you like. And, you know, the person that's communicated with me might not like that, might not appreciate that. Do you know what I mean? So I'm just sort of like, I ran it by someone I trust, that's all that matters. And even they said to me, get ready. Can't find it. Got the email here right in front of me. I'd also expect the author of the email, with respect to you, Dunk, not to need to reach out to you, right? That's my friend saying that, and I agree with him, right? This is what always makes me laugh, because we know when Liverpool were last, you know, when they went on the market in, was it November 2022? There was people claiming they were being sent DMs from people wanting to buy the club, and it's like, so right, let's get this right. Someone's like planning a £4 or £5 billion takeover, and they're divulging the secrets and everything to just some random person on the internet that said, hey, is this true? What I would say, and Rich, my friend can verify this, is as can any of the VIP members that were on the website back in the day, when the L4 consortium tried to buy Liverpool Football Club, you'd have to Google L4 consortium buy Liverpool Football Club or takeover. It was a consortium that was headed by Mike Jeffries, Stuart Ford, and they had Middle East people that wanted to buy the club. Very serious, very genuine. And they came to me at the time and were active on the members website. And I was being provided running commentary. I knew who would be the new chairman, if it went ahead, who would be the chief executive that would have replaced Rick Parry. There was really high influential people at Real Madrid, very, very famous people at Real Madrid, not footballers, suits, that would have been part of this consortium or were part of this consortium. And I was privy to some really fucking amazing stuff. And I always think, like, I was thinking about when I was laid in bed this morning, what would have happened if they'd have ever bought that club, because, I was very supportive of the idea, and I would have had, a close friend, or, well, I don't know if you would call him a close friend at the time, but what I mean by that is sometimes people exaggerate friendships. How do you define a close friend? My close friend is Smooth, Ben, people that are close friends, that they know everything about you, talk to, about your most private and personal things. So I wouldn't say this was a close friend, but they were a good friend, And I always thought, wow, imagine if they'd buy the club, what that would do for me and the website, and the community. I don't mean that they'd be, I'm sure if one of your really good friends owns the club, they're going to be saying, Dunk, this is happening, but you can't say anything. And I used to get a lot of updates about that when they were trying to purchase the club. Every day I was taught, this is where we are, this is what's happening. Shake this, shake that, and I don't mean salt and pepper, shakes you, men in flip-flops and all that. So I knew exactly what was going on. So you'd be surprised if I was ever to tell you every single thing that I knew or what had happened regarding many topics and many people. Unfortunately, we live in a world today where every man and his dog's got a YouTube channel or a Twitter account, and they want to claim to know what's going on. This is why I always find it amazing when these people know something every day of the week, especially if they're doing multiple clubs, and all these secrets. Yeah, I've been here for what? I'm in my 27th year now. And despite building up a huge network of contacts and friends, I prefer friends, but and a huge network of people, it's a myth if you think that people are constantly telling you this is what's happening. Do you know what I mean? So if you've got all that knowledge and know all these people at different levels, but you only get a little bit here and there, I always know that they're full of shit, these people, right? And new people to my channel, for example, they probably just think I'm just trying to clickbait or trying to get views. They don't know the history of my website, and why I'm here, Certainly nothing to prove. And I'm not really interested in growing my YouTube channel and certainly making false claims, because at the end of the day, if you make false claims, you might get temporary high viewership or something, or interest in whatever you're doing, whether it's a podcast or YouTube. But at some point, someone's going to go, fuck off. Do you know what I mean? All right? So there's no gain in misleading anybody. And I have a members website. I have channel members on here. And if they think that you're just taking the piss, then they're going to withdraw their support. So the people that support me know they can trust me, and they know that we go back to the 1990s. So my friend there is right, with all due respect, though. Why would someone that's interested in buying Liverpool Football Club need your help? Not inform you, but need your help. And this is what was said to me in this email, that they would need my help at some point. And you do need to get the fans on side. And you could introduce people to people that are trying to do stuff like that. Do you know what I mean? So, by my own judgments from the information that was given to me, I straight away went, well, what are you telling me for? Do you know what I mean? Like, why? Why me? And I just think that, when L4 tried to buy Liverpool Football Club, that was different. You know, these are people that ended up becoming my friends, and at the time, oh, I don't know, I'm waffling on. If this was like a serious billionaire or something that was trying to buy Liverpool Football Club, I don't think they're going to be, you know, reaching out to someone they don't know that's coughing and spluttering like this, that stood barefoot in his kitchen at 6 o'clock in the morning. Do you know what I mean? But this is the reason that I decided to go with this, to tell you a little bit about it. And to be honest with you, I was going to make a channel members video about it because the person in the email said, I don't want you to go public with it. And I haven't. I'm talking about something. It could be anybody, right? I haven't mentioned names, companies, or anything. So I've not breached that, but I was going to keep it, you know, like a members only video. But then sometimes when you do that, then people think, oh, you're doing that, and that's why you're bringing it up. Do you know what I mean? So I'd much rather make that video available to everyone. When I do a channel members video, I do it usually for peace and quiet or to keep something private. I don't think any of my channel members support this channel because of exclusive content. I think they do so because they want to support me. But the reason I want to make it a video about it, or when I feel better, if it hasn't come out elsewhere, is because of the amount of comments that I got since yesterday saying get well soon. Lots of names that I've never heard of before. And I laid there this morning in bed thinking how nice people are. And that person's not a channel member, but they'd never be able to see my video. And I just didn't sit right with me. So I will, when I do a video about it, I've changed my mind. I'm going to make it available to everybody. I don't know. I don't like memberships and subscriptions, to be honest with you. It's the only way you can fucking survive sometimes. You know, and some things you've got to keep quiet. I need another coffee, I hope you don't mind. It's just going to be noisy. The reason that I brought it to your attention yesterday was if I sit on it for a few days while I'm trying to get better and then it appears somewhere else, I would be very angry with myself. I know that this person is reaching out to other people. They haven't told me that, but someone has someone's done a little bit of digging. So someone's reached out to me, told me something, wants to talk to me. I'm going to email them today actually. I wasn't going to, but I'm going to. And they've given me the mobile number and business details and things like that. But they didn't tell me everything in that email to me. Somebody else has come to me saying someone's making some noises about this, and you know what I mean? And it happens to be that person. And I think that you might see something about it. But I want to be very, 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 very clear. When people, especially people on YouTube and social media, bring up topics of potential club sales or transfers, you know, they're doing it because they want to get people excited. They want to, engagement farming. They want clicks, views, because more people will watch a video about a club sale than they will a player being injured, right? So, and usually they're very animated and very, guys, because think about it, imagine if I made a video being like totally buzzing off my tits, you'd be like, what the fuck? Do you know what I mean? But it's not like that. This isn't that. This is not the Arabs. This is not the American businessman. someone that claims that they have the resources, but my advisor, friend, expert doesn't think they possibly do. And it's how they would raise that money. Now, even if you're an Arab, right, a very wealthy billionaire that has the personal wealth to buy a football club, doesn't mean that you're going to use your money to do it, right? You might borrow it off someone. You might get people involved in a consortium. When people try and buy football clubs, they have to raise money and, you know, and make pledges and prove that they can finance it all, right? And this is the most important part of the video I'm going to tell you. This person, how they would raise the money, and I think this is how, because I'm not a fucking expert on this at all. They would be raising their money via huge fan involvement, if you like, by fan involvement. With, I assume, different, you know, investors. I say assume because I'm not an expert. People send me these emails like this, right? Talking in a lot of fancy fucking languages, attachment this, attachment that, like, and I look at it and go, what the fuck does it mean? You know, that's why I went to my friend, and my friend replied to every single point that was claimed about it. And they're not convinced. So if my friend's not convinced, I don't want you to be convinced. So if you're one of those people that's like desperate to see FSG sell the club, desperate for new owners, whatever, I don't want you to be buzzing your tits off about this. And that's kind of strange. How many people make videos about a club sale and go, but don't get excited? Do you know what I mean? Because they want to lure you in and make multiple videos about it, right? Man, this video is not even going to mention it in the title. It'll just say morning briefing. But that means that my loyal people will watch this and learn what I'm saying rather than casual viewers, right? If I wanted to blow up, you know, the internet and get loads of views and clicks, which ultimately means higher revenue, then I would be making a video with it in the title today. Do you know what I mean? But I'm not. So why am I mentioning it if I'm not excited? If someone that is properly educated on this stuff is not excited? Because I want you guys to know, how do I explain it? See, I've got a brain freeze. That's because I'm not well. I'm basically making this video, or made the other video, to warn you that you might see something along these lines. And if you do, you'll be able to trace back to me and say, Dunk, was it that? And I can go, yeah, it was. Or no, it wasn't, right? And if you are one of those people that really would like to see a change of ownership, at least if you see this particular thing come out, you'll go, nah, Dunk told us about this. Now, it doesn't mean that I'm fucking right. It could be a totally genuine... I think that the person behind it is absolutely genuine about what they want to achieve with the club. When I say achieve, I mean in terms of taking ownership. But I would like to buy Liverpool Football Club as well. But I can't. Do you know what I mean? And I might have this hypothetical idea of how I could achieve that. Maybe with the fans on side. Reach out to fans. Remember that one. You know what I mean? Get the fans. Right? But the reality is I probably would not succeed. And, you know, the people that represent FSG and financial, you know, investments and things, they ain't going to take someone like me seriously. And they're probably going to want, like he's mentioned in here by my friend, you know, 100 grand a month to prove that I'm serious, you know, to cover their fees and stuff. And it's a very complicated situation. But I think this person, they've got no specific reason to just come to me. It's not someone that said, Dunk, known you for years, I know you know this person or that person. You know, the right person I want to speak to and conveying a message to the supporters or whatever. Even though I'm a nobody, I don't think I'm important at all. I'm not, right? But sometimes people will say, you know, you can help me with this. Listen, Liverpool Football Club have come to me before to help, you know, promote things. You know, sponsors of Liverpool Football Club have come to me to help them promote tournaments that Liverpool are involved with. Do you know what I mean? When a player launches a new book, I guarantee you that their publisher reaches out to me or the website, you know, because they know that there's an audience, right? So, but I just don't consider myself that fucking important, you know what I mean? Well, who gives a fuck about a fat bloke stood in his kitchen in Spain, do you know what I mean? But you might see over the coming weeks claims about someone sniffing around the club. We see those claims all the time. Let's be honest, for the last 6 weeks I've been seeing different things. People coming to me, Dunk, have you heard this? You know. So if you see any, like, the Arabs want to buy Liverpool Football Club, new American investors want to buy Liverpool Football Club, it's not to do with this. It's a completely different thing. And those people that are spying on my video right now that want to try and get some engagement and you know, they'll say different things. Because what have I done? I've eliminated the Middle East. I've eliminated the West. So if they had any sense, if I had a Twitter account with people on, I'd be making up a rumour today saying, oh, someone in Asia is interested in buying the club, because I haven't ruled Asia out, right? Yeah, it's not Asia either, but it's you know, I'm too tired. I'm not well. I'm trying to get my message across. The whole point of it is just you might see someone, maybe someone you trust, you know, come out and say someone's trying to buy Liverpool Football Club. Then you can come back to me and say, Dunk, is this to do with it? Come to one of my live streams or whatever. What I'll tell you is this is a model that would require someone getting a lot of support from the fans to make this happen. And I probably will speak to this person, because I really want to know a little bit more about who they are and, you know, how passionate they are about this. When I initially got the first message, I was like, shut up, silly. Do you know what I mean? I get sent stuff all the time, you know, and I go, all right, yeah, all right then. But I just get the feeling that this person's going to go to other things, and I do know they are reaching out to some high-profile people in football. I can't tell you how I know that little bit, but I know that they are. So someone is trying to make some noise in the background, but I don't think it'll be taken very seriously by the companies that would deal with the club sale for FSG or something. You know, before anyone engages in any sit-down conversations, they want to know who the fuck you are. You know, how did you make your money? Where's your money coming from? You know what I mean? So I don't think it's going to go anywhere. But I do think we might hear a bit about it. But I don't think you'd hear about it in the newspapers. I don't think the newspapers would touch it, to be honest with you. It would probably be some content creators or someone, do you know what I mean? And me making the video yesterday, and touching on it today, if anybody's watched this that's from around these, that spies and watches things, right? There's people that watch my videos that are not here because, you know, they enjoy my videos or whatever, but they'll come here to get bits and pieces, right? I wouldn't be surprised if you see some rumours start this week as a result of just my video yesterday. So be careful. I don't know if I've explained it very well, really. I'm not really sure what the message is here I'm trying to convey. I think the message I'm trying to convey is this could be someone with really good intentions. They seem very passionate about what they want to do. And they would be requiring huge support from the fan base to make it happen, which makes it different to when you've heard of other people trying to purchase the club, right? Because it's usually someone that's very, you know, individual wealth or an investment group or anything. What's funny about this is the other day, 2 days ago, I think, if you came to one of my streams, I discussed it in the evening. You know, people always say, there's no one out there that would pay that money to FSG to buy the club. There's nobody got that kind of money. I must have spent 3 hours recently. I stopped my stream, right, my afternoon stream, and between the afternoon stream and the evening stream, between 2 and 7, I spent the majority of that time researching different investment groups in different Middle East countries and America, individuals, people that could be interested. I dug into do you remember there was the talk of a Qatar-Saudi joint consortium? I read up on all of that, who the companies were, the telecoms company, there's a telecoms company, you know, there's just so much stuff I read the other day. And I find it so strange that almost, within a day of that, someone's talking about wanting to buy Liverpool Football Club. And there's no way in the world they would know what I was doing. Do you know what I mean? And so when you get an email like that, you obviously think, oh, shit, it's just someone trying to wind me up. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, I'm not naive, guys. You know what I mean? I've been here a long time. And I know they're not trying to wind me up. And I know they're now serious. I didn't when they first messaged me because somebody else has spoken to me about what they're doing in the background, right? So I've got a little bit more knowledge than the person that's told me what they've said. So they've sent me what their claims, what they're trying to do, but they don't know that somebody else has contacted me to say, oh, there's this person that's saying this, this, and this, and that's got back to me. So I know that person is really passionate and trying to convince people that they can do this. If you don't understand anything that I've just said, fine, I get it. You can ask me questions in the comment section. I reply to it. You know, I do my best to reply to everybody. I will make a video about it. I don't know when, but I'm not really sure I can add much more other than go through all the different claims. You know, an excerpt of the proposal, if you like. But at the same time, I don't want to go public, as this person has asked me not to, with specifics, who they are, what they've got, how they're going to do it, etc., etc. So I don't know. Just keep the reason I'm telling you is just to listen out for rumours, right? And if you see them come out anywhere, you know you can come to me, and I will straight tell you whether it's that person or those people or not, right? It's a nice thought of what's being proposed, etc. But I'm not so sure it could happen, to be honest. So the right people should have watched this video. I'm not going to put a catchy title in the video to lure people in. I'm not going to do it just for members only, because that's another thing that people can be suspicious. Right, it's members only, is it? I don't like the fucking members only bit. Honestly, if I had months like I did in August with my revenue, I wouldn't even have fucking channel memberships. I wouldn't do that. And I'm planning on shaking up the VIP members website next year anyway. So, you know, as long as you support my channel, you know, thumbs up my videos, comment, you know, buy me the odd coffee if you're in a position to do so, which is helping. I will limit, private stuff if I can. There might be times when it's just like, I can't mention that publicly, you know, and you have to respect that. That's me maybe protecting someone. But the more support I get on my channel, the less I need to rely on, you know, memberships and things like that. Do you know what I mean? And I don't fucking hassle you with trying to sell your products. Do you know what I mean? I get approached every week to advertise this, advertise that. And I decline every single thing, you know, because that's not what I'm about. So anyway, I feel like I'm off and on now. 50 minutes in. What time do you reckon it is then? Oh, it's 6:53 here. Right, he's gone quiet, hasn't he? You right, Rem? He's having a nap. Okay, I'm gonna go. I don't think there's anything else I need to tell you. Spanish football dailies, I will get them all this morning. And I'll try and do a video. Even if there's nothing in them, I'll tell you, there's not in them. I'll focus on that. But there'll be no live streams, all right? And as much as I'd love to do Saturday night streaming tomorrow night, I don't think I'll be doing one. I need to get well. I can't continue like this. If you've got any questions about any of the shite I've just told you, ask in the comment section. I promise you I will reply today, because if I'm not making videos, I've got nothing else to fucking do, really. And I'm just not one of these people that can just vegetate and watch telly all day. I'm just not like that. I'm finishing my coffee with you, all right? Then I'm off. Oh, I hope I've made sense. I hope you've made some sense of what I've said. Have you made sense from what I've said? I think it's genuine interest, but I'm not sure they could finance it. And that's what my expert friend is saying. But I might be wrong, because they're adamant that they can finance it. And even if they can finance it, it doesn't mean that fucking, what is it, FSG would do it. I can't remember if I told you yesterday or not, but this proposal would see FSG receive $7 million, which I think, I'm sure I converted it yesterday on that Amazon device in the lounge, I think 5.3 billion. Please do not take this as that something is going to happen, or that FSG are trying to do anything. You know, I'm sure they get unsolicited approaches all the time, you know. Right, that'll do. I'm just checking my emails. So guys, if you appreciate this video, please thumbs up the video. Right. Mace LFC, get well soon, mate. Is a YouTube membership and a website membership separate or the same thing? They're separate. And I can't give VIP members any kind of access to YouTube content, because I have zero control over the YouTube stuff, really. I mean, you can upload a video and make it members only, but if you said to me, well, let's just say I was to get, oh, look at all these lovely people that have bought me a beer, I'll give you a member, I can't even do that. I can't do that. But yeah, the YouTube thing is just, you know, supporting the channel. You get the little ball next to your name that shows everyone you're a fucking legend and that you're supporting me. The more support I get, the more content I can do. If I don't get the support, then I sit there and think I'm gonna have to go and do something else. Otherwise I won't be paying me fucking bills this month, you know what I mean? So your support as a channel member goes a long fucking way, trust me. As a VIP member, now we're talking. That is immense support. And that's a community. You know, so a lot of the people that you see in the comment section on here, or people that I refer to as someone's checked this or checked that, they're going to be on the members website. And it's a very, very, very good community. It's been there a long time, and it's always been ad-free. I've never put adverts on it, even though they've encouraged me to. And we've grown up, a lot of us. If you think about us in my 20s, when I'm in my early 20s, and I'm 50 now, you know, I've seen, you know, people announce years ago, oh, my son's just been born, you know, and now they're like 15 years of age or something, you know what I mean? Or even older. The VIP site is really, that's like hardcore Liverpool fans, you know what I mean? Like, like what I've discussed in this video, I will be discussing on there today with them in text form, and then you'll see all the different contributions and things like that. So yeah, it is different. I wish I could match the two up, but I can't because it also requires admin stuff as well, and I don't have the resources to do things like that. And this is why when I win the lottery, I'd still do exactly what we do now. If I won the lottery, like, you know what I mean, I'd put everything into this for you guys to try and make it better. You know what I mean? I'd be flying Liverpool fans from all over the world that left nice comments. I'd be thinking, I remember that fucker saying, get well soon. And then I'd be, when I see their comment one time saying, I've never been to Anfield, in my head I'd be thinking, yeah, you're going now. And in fact, that's something that I'd like to do each year, actually. I've thought about that. With the support of the community, is collectively make someone's dream. Do you know what I mean? Like, imagine if we could find someone, you know, that's a viewer, you know, that we know is genuine. And I've never been to America, and they live on the other side of the world, but collectively we do a little crowdfunder or something, you know what I mean? And maybe, you know, pay for the flights and maybe a hotel. And well, I've got enough people that would put them up, but I think that it would be better for them to live, you know, stay on their own somewhere. And you know, get them tickets to a game. Imagine doing that. Would you like to be a part of that? Help someone like that. You know, whether you put in £1, £10 or £100, it's irrelevant. You're contributing. I just think that'd be amazing. Don't you? I think we need to do that once a year. I think over the course of a year, if we had a little kitty and said, right, let's see if we can make someone's dream come true. That'd be one of the biggest buzzies I think I could do, is bring a Liverpool fan and his partner or son or daughter or something, or her son or daughter or whatever, to Liverpool from across the world. I think that'd be amazing. It doesn't have to be from across the world. I'm sure there's a lot of people going, hang on a minute, I'm in Wales and I can't fucking afford to go. I'll get a ticket. I know. But I'm just saying, imagine if it was someone that was like a long way away. Done similar things before, you know, Champions League final many years ago. You know, a company came to me and said, we can give you a jumbo jet, right? A jumbo jet, you know, like a 737 or something like that. I don't know, is that classed as a jumbo jet or is it a 747? Is it only an aeroplane? We can give you an aeroplane, 200 seats or whatever they take. And they were like, if you can fill this plane, because it was, you know, difficult to get to the Champions League final. If you can fill that plane, we'll give you some commission, right? We'll pay you for every seat you sell on that flight. So I chartered the plane, in effect. Coptalk basically chartered this plane. And my haters at the time tried to stop it by saying I was being a travel agent. They went to some bizarre loads. That was a travel agent. Hello, sat there with a little computer. Hey, it's and two of you, yes, okay. I've got one on the aisle and one on the, you know, 3 rows back. Anyway, so they were unfortunate. They tried to stop other Liverpool fans getting to a Champions League final. That's the kind of people that I've had here on me over the years, right? And cut a long story short, they said, we'll pay you for every seat you sell, right? I sold every seat on that plane to a Champions League final, right? Every single seat. How much do you reckon I took? Nothing. Fuck all. What I said to them was, instead of giving me some money for every seat I sell, give me 2 seats on the plane. Give me 2 seats, free. I can put who I want in them. No problem. And I don't know who it was. I can't remember because it's a long, long time ago. But I do remember it was a fella, it was a bloke, and he took his dad. And can you imagine what they were like? I'm taking my dad to a Champions League final and we don't have to pay for the flight, which I think the flight at the time was maybe 300 quid each or something like that. I can't remember. It's going back a long time. But I just remember thinking how good that was. You know what I mean? Like making people's dreams come true. And maybe if I hadn't been so soft over the years, I wouldn't be asking people to buy me a cup of coffee and a beer every now and then, do you know what I mean? But, yeah. I'd like to make someone's dream come true. I'd like to fly someone to Anfield, and I'm going to do it. So there we go. I've thought about it before. There we go. Everything happens for a reason. That's come up in conversation. Right, I'm going to go. So, sorry, I can't sit around or lay in bed all day, guys. I know you're going to tell me off for making this video, but I need to do stuff, you know what I mean? It's 7:02 now, so about 3 hours from now, I should have today's Spanish newspapers, okay? My friend will get those for me. I will post it, you know, on the members website, and I will also post in our chat room. We have a chat room. Look in the video description of this video, and you'll see the link to the chat room. And also, I would post on here as well as you can put pictures and text on here as well. I don't know if you know that. I'm not sure how it works. Maybe you have to go to the community tab. I really don't know. But I know that you guys see it because you comment what I post sometimes. So I will be doing that. Yeah, that's it. All right, I'm sorry if my video's not made any fucking sense whatsoever. Thank you to those of you that have supported me, that are in a position to do so. And if you're not in a position to do so, many of you say, oh, sorry, I can't support. Nah, fuck that right off. You thumbs up my video, you be a good person, be nice to people in the comments, leave nice comments for me. You're doing your bit. Do you know what I mean? You are doing your bit. I know many of you just lurk and ain't got time to comment, but literally, if you can spare a second, say, hey, nice one, you know, it helps me as well. You know what I mean? Because I think, yeah, that's it. People do appreciate what you're trying to do. And I think there's a lot of people on this platform in particular that just want to be excited and use fancy thumbnails and, you know, wear the latest Liverpool top to show you that they're genuine and authentic and all that. You know me, I couldn't give a fuck what whether people think I'm interested in or not. I aren't that bothered about top flight football anymore, but it doesn't change the passion and the buzz I get from keeping you guys informed with stuff, you know what I mean? Anyway, I know I'm waffling. If you appreciate the video, a thumbs up would be nice. Did you watch all of the video? Did you watch all of it? Imagine how many people haven't got to know about what we've discussed in this video because the title wasn't catchy, right? So the views will be much lower, right? But it means that only the diehards really have watched this video. And I like that. Do you know what I mean? I like that fact. Thumbs up, comment. I don't want a beer. Please don't buy me a beer. Can't have a beer. I can have a coffee if you want to hit the super thanks button. I'll have a coffee. I just want to be well and to do a watch along on Sunday. I ain't sitting around all day doing nothing anyway, so I'll be back at some point during the day. I'll see you later, guys. Thanks for watching. If you've got any questions, please, you know, do ask. All right, and I do appreciate you watching this video if you made it to the end, especially. Okay, guys. Cheers.